Yes, now, bless. Now, don't forget the rest now, people. Des ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV signing in. I just listened to, well, not only did I listen to Creedence Clearwater Revival, it is the very first time in my entire life I have listened to this band. And I was very pleased. I was very pleased. So I'll tell you how I got onto it. If you weren't following my track by track commentary, I got onto this record just, it's knocking on a little bit here. I got to get to sleep, so I thought I'd type in great albums at under 30 minutes and see if there was any records or bands that would be appropriate for the channel. And Creedence Clearwater Revival is a band I've heard of referenced numerous times, and every weekend there is a Creedence Clearwater Revival cover act that performs near me and seems to do well every single time, believe it or not. And I was always put off by the title of the band. Creedence Clearwater Revival, it makes no sense to me. I don't know the reference, and it's a bit long-winded for me. So I just, but by default, it seems like a cover band in itself, just with the title of the band, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I couldn't make sense of it, and I'd never checked the music out. Now, I have heard Bad Moon Rising, or I've heard the instrumental to Bad Moon Rising plenty of times, synced to advertisements and so on and so forth. But I hadn't had a gist of what the band as a whole was like, and I hadn't been so attuned to that Bad Moon Rising song that I could tell you how it went without just putting it on now, I just knew the title of the track. This was a brilliant record. Not only was it over and done in more or less 30 minutes, if not less, it had a fantastic atmosphere. I must have been listening to the remastered recordings. I want you to correct me if I wasn't. If these are remastered, that's crazy. That is just blown my head off. But I think they were remastered for the 40th anniversary. Initially, upon the first track, I thought this is a 70s band. This was put out in the late 60s, so it sounds ahead of its time. The band doesn't go out of their way to be, either too eccentric, overbearing, or crazy with the instrumentation or the performance. These are evidently not virtuoso musicians in the sense that they have to showcase the boundaries of their capabilities. They just know what they do and they do it incredibly well. They can put a great song together. They're not bothered about playing a rhythm of three chords. The lead guitarist isn't afraid of creating an entire solo on one track, which is formed by three bended notes. And they make it work. It's absolutely fantastic. The sound engineer gets a rate because the production and the sound engineering and the mix is absolutely pristine. Goes very well with the album artwork. The album shot, to be honest, it has the same energy. It's primarily major key and calm, relaxed. Plenty of space in the mix. Plenty of space in the instrumentation and the actual performance of the instruments. It's just very mature, very professional. These people know exactly what they're doing, and the band is very cohesive. And I've really enjoyed my experience. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no doubt I'm actually gonna put this record back on again in due time, unless I discover an even better CCR record. Yeah, really tickled my pickle. It was really good. Heard a few Zeppelin esque elements, and I'm a big Led Zeppelin fan, so that was absolutely brilliant. I'm gonna rate this record 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, which is very high for me. Very high for me, especially when I don't have a deep depth of information and knowledge upon this band, and I sort of blasted through it to ensure I could get to bed in good time. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Great energy, great tempos, plenty of foot tappers throughout this record. There wasn't a bad tune, I would say. I mean, Sinister Purpose, the last tune, had a different energy to the rest of the tune. It was a little more heavier, a little more darker in sound. So I didn't think it was as good but that's purely down to my preference. I preferred the more airy, fairy, upbeat, buoyant elements of the music I was hearing in the prior 8 tunes. And it's Rock and Roll 101, absolutely brilliant. And I'll leave that on that. So if you want me to check out further CCR, let me know. And if not, you know what I mean? You won't get here on the video anyway, so I'll clock on to that. I'm signing out. Peace.